much cheaper than ours because I think ours are very fairly priced, but you're getting mixed poles. When you mix a pole and a magnet, you're in deep trouble. So in other words, if all the north poles, and you have to test each magnet in order to do that, if you have all your north poles, the magnetic mattress, say, on one side, and all the south on the other, now you got something good. Most of the time you want to use the north. The south causes things to expand, which means if you got cancers and tumors, they might get bigger. So you have to watch what you're doing. But if you get one like ours, you can always use that side that is necessary, which is 99% of the time it's the north pole, and it will speed up the healing. It will help your pineal gland. It will produce serotonin. It will help you to get rid of pain and things like this. And it will also speed up your vibrations of your blood, especially when mixed with gold. So as I say, we are working in synchronicity with the universal spirit. What we have up there, if used correctly, and if you ask us about it and buy from us, then we can tell you how to do it correctly. Other than that, you take your chances.
What about the question the brother had as far as the tape recorder? You used to deal with that.
Yeah, well, that's giving out a lot of information. That's something I said I would never share because it was one of the ways I got to school so fast, but it still works. We're low in vibration, and your right brain might even have increased. It used to be able to go 7 times faster than what we use it. So therefore, when birds sing, people would compose these symphonies and stuff. They used to go out into the forest, and they speed up these tapes that they would make, and pretty soon, instead of the cacophony of the birds, beasts, and stuff out there, it was a symphony being played. But you couldn't hear it because they speak faster, 7 times faster than we do. So it used to be a way I taught people to remember things. It's still, you'd really need a workshop for that because it's kind of hard to explain. But once you can do it, you see the difference. It speeds up your whole learning capacity, and you just begin to get to that moving dynamic that we really are. We're really gods, as I say. We don't really realize our power.
Okay. So you just, as far as like, say if I want to, like the whole hypnosis, does that work with hypnosis as well?
Yeah, I stopped doing hypnosis, though. I was never a licensed hypnotist. I worked on a hypnotherapist, and once he left, I wasn't licensed to do so. It's just that it came very easy for me, and then, as I say, there's some things that happened with it made me kind of get away from it. It's an excellent tool, especially if you're in pain and you want to access it quickly, but it does have its pitfalls, too. There's only so much you're supposed to do without the person's consent, and I refuse to make any more karma down here. So it can be used for good, yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, we got about 7 minutes left. Let's get to some more callers. Caller EDG, it says. Caller, are you there? Ida or EDG, are you there? Okay, I guess not. Caller from a 252 area code.
Yeah, I'm here.
Caller, yeah, how you doing, brother? Do you have a question?
Yeah, I got a question. Peace to everybody. I was just wondering about the Amero. What's so wrong with having one world currency if everything is like backed by nothing anyway right now, and also about how to deal with the generations that are under, like the younger generations coming up, letting them come up in consciousness, and the older generation that are stuck in religion. What's the best way to deal with that when they're your family?
Oh, wow. Brother, you're really asking a bunch of powerful questions with 5 minutes left. Jeepers, man. You need to get a consultation. By the way, too, everybody that's listening there, if you can call me for a consultation, I'd give consultations. I don't time them, but usually it doesn't take over an hour. I give personal consultations at $50. I give phone consultation at $35. And when you start getting into details like that, but still as an overview, since I asked everybody else. The Amero is no different from the euro. It's just a matter of what currency the one universal, one world order wants. Again, they don't respect any currency. None of it is backed by anything but printed material. But right now, it's $75 less. It's $1 to a euro, okay? So they will introduce the Amero. If they had uniformed anything, we'd all be good. Right now, what do they call it, FIDC, or the Deposit Insurance Corporation, there's only, I think it's like I forget, they gave me a figure, $75 trillion or billion dollars or something that's being printed. Yeah, you got trillions that are old, which means it's all paper currency. It's all worth nothing anyway. And when people lose faith in it or lose faith in the government behind it, then the currency devalues. So it's just a matter of consciousness. Once they can take over the country, they'll introduce anything they want, and as long as they pay you with it or you can buy things with it, people will accept it. But the point is they don't want any balance. They want chaos so they can get out of order. Out of order, there becomes one. They want a universal one-world government, not for anything good, but to turn us over to Dracons. And if you really got into what Dracons can do and what that means, then you'd understand there's a big difference between somebody eating you up and somebody eating up your money.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for the call, brother.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Okay, we got about 3 minutes left. Caller number 646-727-2039 on the phones with Dr. Delbert Blair. We're about to wrap it up soon. I'm with my co-host, Brother Red Pill. Red Pill, you have any last comments? Any last questions you want to ask Dr. Blair?
Nah, I mean, the only thing that the Spirit is telling me is to get my money all the way up and hit that website up because, all of those products that Delbert was naming, I can apply them. And I'm more than willing and ready to go use those.
Yeah,
I thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you. I thank you very much for coming up here. And, we need to start having conventions where brothers like you and the other brothers who have these wonderful products that can help, help us in our quest for transformation. You know what I'm saying? So we need to help put that together. I just say thank you.
Amen. And it's very interesting. You got one coming up there this weekend. As I understand, again, I don't want to give them a plug, but I think it's the sisters that brought it together. The Circle of Sisters 17. But you see, people like me weren't invited to that. They don't, as I say again, yet I know some women in there that know about me. I'm not saying I'm great or something, but I've been truthful and I'm honest, and I do have things that can help. But how many major stations would have what Brother Rich was strong enough to do there? You see what I'm saying? Where people can understand that there are products now that can cure cancer, probably in 1 month's time, with a whole change of diet and things they use. Everything good gets suppressed. Everything bad gets oppressed. And thanks again for people like you that can stop that from happening. Throw your own convention,
Yeah. That's why we're coming into this age, though. What this age is also going to bring is we're going to have our own conventions. You understand? Where we're going to galvanize all of the support that we already have to basically come to our own conventions. Because the days of relying on them to pay attention to us, and the people perish for a lack of knowledge.
Well, do one thing for me, all the people listening there again. You got a very oppressive, evil force out there that uses other people to kill you and to hurt you and to maim you. Most of them don't lay a hand on you. They use other people to attack you, even your own kind. Raise your consciousness and ask that all those evil things be destroyed, be kept away from you, be turned into the light, whatever way you want to use, whichever approach you want. And if you can do that at this time, there are governors, there are forces out here that are listening and looking and watching us very closely. Our planet is really right now almost under control. And what you do in these next years will decide what's going to happen to you, what's going to happen to your neighborhood, your nation, your continent, whatever else again. So I say one thing again. Do contact me for consultation if you think I'm worthy. Buy the products if you think I'm worthy. But there's a universal creator's prayer that I say. I have lots of people now. I don't know if there are millions or billions now singing it around the world. And it takes 45 seconds. Please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now. Just saying that 3 times a day throws a certain vibrational rate out into the atmosphere. And it helps to know that there are people down here that know that there's more than the church, that there's more than the government, that there's more than the family. You are in the universal law of the truthful consciousness of the universal creator. And once you tune in, things do open up for you good. And it closes off the things that are bad. Try it. You might like it.
Thank you, brother. We got 30 seconds left. I just want to thank, once again, Brother Red Pill, Dr. Blair, for coming on the show. To hear this broadcast again, go and to hear future broadcasts of what I might have on, who I might have on the show, go to www.undergroundrailroadnet.com. Thank all the callers, everybody in the chat room. We love you all. Peace.
Peace, y'all. KingsCounty.com.